Hey everyone, this is Levi with Between Two Lines. With the increase in time spent at home lately, cabin fever is imminent if it's not impacting you already. Living with a type 1 diabetic was difficult even when I was only here half the day. Now that I'm here 24 hours a day, my wife is speaking in that higher octave that females use when they're getting ready to snap. This morning, I noticed on our Amazon account someone had ordered a shovel, rope, and bleach, so I'm going to start doing better. Here's 3 things you and your family can do to avoid cabin fever. Number 1, manage your blood sugar better. I found it a lot easier to power through blood sugar related mood swings while at work. You're paid to be there, you've got a professional responsibility to kind of keep it together, but at home, we're much more comfortable with letting it all hang out. You can walk around in your pajamas all day if you want. Now that so many of us are home more, it's good for our relationships, our mental health, and our physical well-being, if you know what's good for you, for us to manage our blood sugar better. Do this by tightening up your blood sugar window, your target range. You're in a controlled environment now, you're spending time at home. Some of you are more closely related to a vacuum, depending on how isolated you are. Tighten your window up. You have more time available to monitor, adjust, and react to where your blood sugar is at now than you probably will have or ever have had before. And it's an awesome opportunity to create some best practices that'll stick with you once all this dust settles and you'll be a better diabetic. Number 2, make better food decisions. This is a lot easier to speak on than it is to enforce, because if you're anything like me, boredom has a really tight, close relationship with food. The more bored I get, the more I'm drawn to the kitchen. In the last 10 days since I've been doing this, I think the official number is 72 pounds. Or it feels like 72 pounds. When I played baseball, high school and college, I always did a lot of physical conditioning before the season and do a lot of running. And I hate running. There's nothing I hate more than running. So they take you on these long distance runs, and it didn't matter if I was the #1 pitcher and the team captain. I still, on the inside, was actively quitting through that whole run. I was falling apart mentally. I can remember having these fantasies that just grew during the runs of how I was going to quit. I'm going to go home and pack up all my stuff. I'm going to move back to Tennessee, because I was just falling apart over the idea of having to run. The way I survived it was by picking a telephone pole or a stop sign or a street sign and just running to that. And I'd tell myself, once I got there, I'll quit. That'll be it. No more. Just make it to that pole. But when I got to the pole, of course, I picked the next thing. That's not something I invented. It's divide and conquer, and it's a great way to approach things, and it's a great way to approach food, especially being at home all day. Pick a time, set a schedule, and say, hey, not gonna eat again till 10 a.m. I'll have a light snack, and then not gonna eat again till lunch. When you set these goals, you can focus on the next time you're gonna get to eat a snack and not get so lost in the fact that you're on a never-ending run. And number 3, exercise. Exercise is not only good for you physically and has great physical returns, and it's not only just good for managing your diabetes, and it's no secret that exercise helps with the management of your blood sugar levels, but exercise also releases endorphins, and the endorphins are the hormones that make you feel good. A lot of activities will trigger endorphins. Exercise is one of them. Sit-ups, push-ups, weights, go for a family walk. That's something I've implemented in our house. No questions asked. We're going for a walk after dinner each night, because 2 things. One is the endorphins. It gets them flowing for all of us. We get out of the house, don't feel so cramped, and feel springtime. You can hear the birds and look at the greenery. Things finally starting to turn green. But secondly, I've made the discovery that we're less likely to kill each other when the neighbors are watching. If that's something you need, it's a great tool and I highly recommend it. Keep in mind that we have diabetes, and it stinks, and it's relentless, and it's never ending, and it's a stressful time to be a diabetic. But also keep in mind that your families live with someone who has type 1 diabetes, and that's a burden too, because we can be a pain in the rear. So please leave in the comments something that you're doing to combat cabin fever, because we need it in my house, and I know there's other people watching who need it too. My name's Levi. This is Between Two Lines.